morning, good evening, good afternoon, anywhere, whatever you're watching me. This is your guy, Omaluko One. What I have for you today, I just want to flash us back about this lady, Comfort Maxine, that this Ibom airline, they have issue with, to the extent that they lock her in the Kirikiri cell. And many people have been worried that she's not the only person that's in this airline. Where about all those people that are here to testify that what is happening, who is guilty, who is wrong among of these two parties? Is it Comfort that's at fault, or this airline crew that's at fault? But the man that's known every full details about the incident, which is the man, he was in that plane with a Maxine in that very day. Before I can say anything, I want you to help me watch that video. Thank you.
I'm also excited to the fact that you're a lawyer. So we saw your statements. You released your statement, and I wish I could get to part of that statement, maybe later. But you gave your own account of exactly what played out. If I summarize that statement, you were basically saying this lady was triggered. At no point did she refuse. But I'm not going to speak for you. You were on that flight. So tell us, where were you seated, your seat number, where was she seated, and what exactly happened that things escalated to the point? Because what you're going to tell us now is what none of us is privy to what you're about to tell us now. We've only a statement from Ibom Air, and now a lawyer who was not in that plane but briefed by Comfort has spoken, but you are an eyewitness. So, Barrister, tell us what played out.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I'm a lawyer, but I'm appearing this morning, and I'd like to just stick to that. Now, I was sitting to her immediate left. So I was on the aisle seat to the left. She was on the aisle seat to the right. So my seat number was 14B. There was a gentleman to my left who was on 14A. So her own seat number should be either 14C or D. I think the window seat is 14D, while she was 14C on the aisle. So we're right next to each other, and it was a small plane. So I think the distance between us was no more than 2 feet. Yeah, so I heard everything. I saw all that transpired. And yes, she was triggered. Even though the lady, the air hostess, the second air hostess who was speaking to her, was directing all her instructions to her, just me sitting down there, I actually felt humiliated myself, just looking at the way the lady was being spoken to. To be fair, Ibom Air instructed very clearly. The first air hostess that came instructed very clearly, no airplane mode, switch off your phone. After takeoff, then you can put on and put flight mode. So it was very clear. The first air hostess addressed us on the emergency exit road protocols. After she did that, she spoke to Miss Emerson and said, please switch off your phone. She told her twice, and then this first air hostess left to continue her duties. The second air hostess, who is the one blocking exactly who is being shown now, that second air hostess now came towards us in the emergency exit and stood, even from her posture, see that she came for trouble. And Miss Emerson had been fiddling with her phone. I noticed she was trying to do some stuff, I don't know. And so she told her again, switch off your phone, switch off your phone. And Miss Emerson said clearly to her, I heard it. She said, please, the buttons on my phone for switch off are not working. They are not working, so I don't know how to switch it off. And the woman said, no, switch off your phone. So that back and forth went on. So at the point, the second air hostess said, look, you're even using an iPhone. So you don't need a button to switch it off. So the lady said, okay, I don't know how to do it. Can you do it for me? She said, I'm not touching your phone. I'm not touching your phone. Just switch it off. She said, I don't know what to do. So the lady now said, okay, go to settings. And when you go to settings, go to general. So the girl was holding her. I said, see, please, I can't understand what you're saying. I can't read. I don't know what you're saying. It's saying where I should go to. The woman, the second air hostess now told her, I don't have time for your nonsense. Please just switch it up. She said, okay. Mr. Martin now asked, can you spell the general? So the air hostess started actually saying G, okay, G, then E. So that was the point that the gentleman on my left and I said, come on, what's going on? Calm, don't speak to her like this. Let's, the second air hostess did not even acknowledge her. She didn't even to my side to even see that someone was speaking. So at that point, I asked the gentleman to her right and said, please, can you just help this lady? I don't use an iPhone. I've never used an iPhone, so I'm not too familiar with settings and all of that. So the gentleman to her right now took the phone and started trying to sort it out. So when that was going on, Miss Emerson started talking to the second air hostess. I said, why are you embarrassing her like this? Why? Why are you? And then the air hostess told her, you better keep quiet now. If you say another word, I will deal with you. That was when Miss Emerson flared up and started cursing. I cannot say the things that she was actually saying because the language was very flowery and X-rated, I can't say. So that was when second air hostess said, okay, you see, and then she left and went towards the front of the airplane. She never came back. At least I don't recollect her coming back through the aisle throughout the flight. So that is exactly what transpired. So after that happened, the gentleman to the right switched off the phone or whatever it was he did. And a couple of passengers tried to say, switch off your phone, don't risk our lives, blah, blah, blah. And then we told them, no, that's not what happened. She never said she wasn't going to switch off her phone. She was trying to switch off her phone. She said she had issues switching it off. And so the passengers calmed down and we took off. So that is what happened. But it was clear, at least to us on the emergency exit row, it was clear that there was a problem here. It needed to be handled very well. Because this lady kept simmering throughout the flight. She was cursing. I could hear her because I was right next to her. She was really upset. She felt as if these people are just against me. And why? She said she bought this ticket with her own money, so why should they treat her like this? That's what she was saying, and that's what I'm hearing. And I can't tell you what the other thing she was saying because they were really nasty, but she wasn't directing to anyone, but she was just talking. So it was clear that she was angry. And the second air hostess, the aggressor, kept checking, kept peeping to see how things are going at our end. Throughout the flight, I noticed it. So the passenger by my side, as we're approaching landing, we're like, God help us, so let's get out of this plane before anything happened. And we were saying it in jest, but we also knew that something was off. We're so worried that I discussed with him. I said, okay, when they were telling us to stow away and put everything ready for landing, the lady didn't even hear any of that. I told her, I said, we're landing, is switch off your phone, put it that way. Then the second air hostess, the first air hostess, the very polite and amiable and professional one came, helped her to stow away, helped her take her purse, put it in the cabin on top. I was very professional. So all of that happened, and then the plane landed. Once the plane landed, the first air hostess, the professional one, came to the front and started disembarking by row. Just before it came to our turn, Mr. Emerson left and went back. And I presume she went to the toilet. I used the toilet myself, right? And I noticed that the only apartment at the back is the toilet. There isn't even an apartment, cabin crew and all of that, like regular thing. When it's just the toilet, that's the only. So that's why I presume she went to the toilet. So when it got to our turn to disembark, those of us on our road disembarked and we went out and totally forgot about the route part until the videos and all came. So that's what happened. This is what I heard. This is what I know happened. Issue of airplane mode. That didn't come up at least I didn't.
So, Mr. Ogebe, first of all, if I heard you correctly, you said Ms. Emerson said she couldn't read. She was even asking that general be spelt.
Oh yes, that is what happened. So whether whether she meant that she couldn't see properly or she couldn't read, as in wasn't literate, I don't know. But that's what she said, and the second L started spelling. Okay, G, okay, E. That's what happened.
Okay, but because in subsequent interactions, she didn't sound like somebody who wasn't educated. So I just wanted to put that out, for a clarity, if we can get clarity from that.
Yes, welcome back. Should you have heard what is happening from that man, what that man said, that how the things happen. Even majority of the passengers they had together inside that airline, they didn't know what is going on there. They thought that she is stubborn, she don't want to obey the rules of the airline, until when these people let them know that it's not what they're thinking that is happening here. They let them know that this lady, she doesn't know how to switch her phone off. That's number one. And number two is that when they instruct her how to off her phone, it's like she doesn't know how to go to that settings. And there's something people ask that guy, that is she really don't want to off the phone, or she just pretending? What did the man say that clearly to me? The man said that maybe she's the illiterate, she don't know how to write, or maybe she can't see very well. And the person that asked him the question let him know that the lady does not sound like she's the illiterate. But I just want people to know something in that line, is that it's not everybody that can speak English. They're able to write what they're speaking from mouth. I know many people like that, big girls in the town. But if you are talking about to speak English, they can speak English fluently. But just call them to come and write what they are saying down. You will see that no, these people, they don't know how to write. Yes, because they learn how to speak, but they don't learn how to write. That is the problem. Maybe it is what is happening in that airline at that very day. In that very day, when they ask her, okay, go to general to off your phone, and she don't know how to get to that general, and they not tell her to type it. Yeah, they will bring the general out. The system will bring the general out for her. But when she asks that they should spell that general for her, it's like among of those crew, they insulted her to the level that she was so ashamed of herself that despite all her big girl's packaging, she don't know how to write. That is why she replied them back that, how could you insult me in this way? Despite I use my own money to purchase your tickets, you don't have right to insult me in this manner. That is what is happen. And when these people reply back, if you say any words again, they will do this, they will do that. Can you imagine? As if it is you that you use your money to buy a ticket to where you are going to. You need to treat it well as their clients, as you are the one that giving them their own daily bread. You are not the people that give them their own daily bread. So they have to treat you well. Maybe that's how this thing trigger a hunger that you will do what to me. You can never do that. You can never do this. When she's now knew that the level that this thing is going to, she has to defend herself. That's why she picked a second phone to record environment and get that one as an evidence. So I don't have much to say about this. People in the house, I hope that you too have heard about what is going on in that scenario. I need your comments in our own comment section. Who is guilty? Is it this lady that is guilty or this airline that is guilty? Because I heard that this lady said that she wanted to sue Nigerian government for that embarrassment and for that damage her reputation. I need your comment in our comment section, and don't forget to like and share, and please help me subscribe. Thank you. God bless you. Bye for now.